Sorry for ditching you like that, but I could tell Granny wanted to speak to you.
That's alright. I don't mind.
Go well.
Hey, question, Kat. Are you still holding the book when you emerge from the hole?
Sure.
Seraphin will turn around as you guys emerge, take one look at you, and get a big shit-eating grin on her face. Well then, welcome.
Thank you.
You should go around and meet the others, your comrades, so to speak.
Perhaps later.
Oh, come now, don't be shy.
We've got a lot ahead of us. Don't you have,
We have a whole boat to go get.
He looks over.
36 some checkouts to do?
He nods eyes at Clara.
Come on, quick, while she is distracted, let's go.
Very well.
To put down their crocheting.
By the way, I don't know if you guys realized it on the token, but the man by the on the couch here, yeah, there's a tiny little lizard dragon thing sitting on his book.
Cute.
Reading along with him.
Cute.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I'll be back, yeah.
Real specific, Chad.
I didn't want to lie to her. I don't know when we're gonna be back.
And as you two leave, you hear a low rumble.
Thunder?
And as you look to the east, you see a giant plume of smoke rising into the sky. In the east, you would know from where the smoke is, it's coming from the shipyard.
That's our boat!
It could not be our boat.
When has it ever gone good for us?
And
The first day.
you guys start to hear the alarm bells start ringing.
Oh,
And
I swear to God.
Guards begin to flood the street, moving towards the port.
Something
Okay,
blew
I'll wake
up.
up at the alarm bells.
I swear if we don't get a ship because of this.
Ding, ding, ding.
What?
What's going on?
Oh, Aster! I forgot about Aster!
He has no idea what's going on!
Those are warning bells of some sort. Hold on.
Are you in danger?
Me too, Lewis.
Yeah, the other guards in the library would start rushing toward the door as well. Excuse us, let us through! At first, you always only see a guard running by, but then you start to see Mezian regulars, elite crown guard soldiers, start marching that direction
soldiers
as well.
compared to town guard.
Mm-hmm. These guys are in full Mezian arms with their musket spears and
This
everything.
looks kind of like a job for the king. Let's go back to our ilk, make sure they're good, yeah?
You don't want to follow them? I'm shocked.
With that many soldiers, I'm just more worried about the kid right now.
Use us? Yes, please let us through. And you see two of your comrades walk out the door, heading in that direction. We'll deal with this. Make sure your charge is safe.
Alright. We head back.
Alright.
He's just still staring at the horizon.
It is a very large plume. And from just, you can tell that whatever fire there is, it's an inferno. Ding, 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 ding.
Someone shoot that GM.
Ding, ding.
No!
Attack bells. What?
Hey, Aster in just nightshirt and pajamas, is that a problem?
Probably.
Charon comes out in his armor, having spent time putting it on since hearing the freaking.
How did you do that in 20 seconds?
Damn, you put that
My
on fast.
question is, why is Leosthane not out of his?
Leosthane?
Why do you waste time putting on and taking off armor?
I don't.
Just become accustomed to sleeping
Give
in
me
it.
like 10 minutes, oh my god. Start pulling your shit out. Aster's putting on pants, Aster's putting on shirt, Aster's putting on pouch.
Pants check. Halberd check. Yep, here we go. Time to go.
And she's gonna just like, as you're all going down, just like come running, stumbling out, not go through the door, realize she forgot the keys, go back in, grab the keys,
Yeah.
stumble out quickly, closing the door behind her.
You got everything?
Most of it, yeah, maybe, probably.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna drop 2 items from my inventory that I did not bring. I forgot the mirror.
Oh no!
And I forgot to grab my rope.
Alright.
You'll probably be able to come back for him.
Looking out the windows on this side of the hallway, are we able to see the smoke outside?
The plume of smoke in the distance.
And it's like kind of morning.
It's like early evening, like the sun is just starting to set.
Okay,
As you
okay.
guys go down through the bottom floor, you'd see a bunch of citizens rushing in to take shelter.
Oh, fuck! That's cool.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a road to the ports, so the city that we're in it's not on the coast, but it's near the coast.
Very near the coast, yes.
Okay, I get it.
The fire was in the shipyard?
From Jed's perspective and Jed's knowledge, yes, it looked like it would be coming from the shipyard.
Which is an hour-and-a-half walk.
Yes. As you look out into the streets, you would see there are a lot of troops.
Are you going to run all the way to the port in the middle of the night?
Just about. Just about. Don't worry, I have my friend here. Gestures at his dragon. At his little...
We got the dragon
The
guy.
little dragon, okay.
Logic's telling me I shouldn't, but reason's telling me I should.
No, you're staying here. Libra's orders.
What? Since when does Grandma give me commands? Alright, fine, whatever.
Since you have someone to protect, you idiot. Don't worry.
Jed would just grit his teeth and just be like,
Fine. Go on.
We've got this covered.
Don't need to tell me how to do my job, jackass.
he just kind of mutters under his breath.
Does that seem like an ammunition dump explosion?
Go ahead and make your intelligence check. Oh.
Goddamn.
Oh, yes.
Like the size of the whole Navy's ammunition dump exploding? Royal Navy.
That
ammunition
explosion...
dump.
Well, what it looks like is, in order to create an explosion that large, you would need basically a ship filled to the brim with gunpowder.
Maybe just fucking Pearl Harbored us.
No!
No, Amy Pearl Harbor the next
Halifax
place
does.
over.
What's Halifax?
But the Canadian town of Halifax, I believe, during one of the World Wars, had a incident where a ammunition ship ran afoul of another ship in harbor and wiped the town off the map.
Oh. So saying that she pulled out a nuke isn't actually the most inaccurate thing.
No.
Yeah.
Something tells me there aren't going to be ships.
Something
Something tells me there's not gonna be a town.
Something tells me
Yeah.
that we can't help.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's. Yeah. No, we're going back to bed.
Wait, that's in the shipyard.
That shipyard is gone.
Shouldn't we go and try and help?
I look around at all the running soldiers. If the Mezian army can't handle it, what help are we going to be?
Yeah, an extra 6 people ain't gonna do anything.
Yes, it is. What are you talking about? People are people. If no one helped, then no one would be there.
Well, good thing that they're helping.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
I must remind you that the Mezian forces along the coast have been thinned due to the conflicts at the borders. At this point, any helping hand would be of great use to them.
Especially if people are hurt or burned or anything. It's not exactly a heroic thing to do to just sit and sleep while people die.
If you fellas want to stay here and think about what we're going to be doing come morning upon the task of acquiring a ship and getting to know the captains and sailors around here, we're going to go maybe take this opportunity to get into their good graces.
At this moment, Seraphin and Jed, if you're trying to, you'd link up with the rest of them.
Okay. I want to imagine like immediately like Aster being like, oh yeah, I'm fucking going, Jed, arm around the neck.
You're not going.
Hello you two. Sir Vardock, Seraphin. We heard the explosion and saw the alarms, or heard the alarms and saw the explosion, more rather, and worried that you two had gotten in trouble
Unfortunately,
somewhere.
it's not our fault.
Yeah, I'd like to take credit for something that size, but...
Well, it would not serve a Knight of Carbonia to wait idly by why people may be in trouble. I'm going to go walk the roads to survey what's happened.
You begin to hear cannon fire in the
to stay here.
distance.
Hear what? Gunfire?
Cannon fire.
Cannon fire.
The port isn't...
And I'll try not to get hit by a cannonball.
Sir Leosthane, I'm coming with you.
Just 1 second. And what exactly do you expect to do?
Help people make sure what's going on, figure out if anyone's hurt.
On a positive note to going, our task was to kill the menagerie, and if I had to gamble, I'd say they're the ones attacking.
Just kind of wraps his fingers on the wood.
If the menagerie's goal is to take out the port, then the city won't be safe for long.
The menagerie are a bunch of pirates. The city will be fine. The problem is it'll start running low on supplies because they'll destroy the port.
Pirates wouldn't want to destroy a port. You don't gain anything from
Correction,
blowing up
they'll
a port.
sack the port.
No, Viractik, you missed my point. There's no point in blowing up a port if you're a bunch of pirates. That's an act of sabotage. If you're a pirate, you want the port intact.
So that you can take the ships that come from the port.
Precisely.
Yeah, destroying it is something that, like an enemy army would do.
Yeah.
Or the Hydras.
Yeah.
What a distraction tactic.
That too.
Could have just been a straight cannonball hitting
somewhere else.
hitting an enemy dump in the city.
And continuing to fire.
Oh god, don't tell me don't tell me please don't let it just be a distraction to get all of the guards out of this place.
At that moment,
A haunting thought.
to the northeast, another explosion.
Oh boy.
The north
East.
So
This
The
direction?
North Gate?
Yeah.
Oh, are they hitting both ports nearby?
Oh, there's two
Yes, that's
ports.
exactly it.
God damn it.
Oh, damn it.
Ah.
Well, if you suggest it's not a good idea for me to make the trek, then I shall at least station myself at the walls of Mezia. Help the others keep on lookout for any forces approaching the city.
That's a bit more reasonable.
Okay. I'm gonna back you up, Sir Leosthane.
Aster just like poses proudly of just like, I knew my choice was the right choice.
I want to start moving towards the eastern wall of Mezia.
It's been a little hard going because the streets are packed with soldiers and guards trying to move.
Trying to stay out of the way of most of the more trafficked areas and streets, I'd say.
You'd be able to reach the wall eventually.
Oh, I'm conflicted because if this is... Seraphin's trying to figure out why they're destroying the ports, because destroying the ports directly impacts the city, so who has their, like...
What is the motive behind destroying them?
Yeah.
Considering a second
Are
one,
they
it
trying to
definitely is
distract,
destroying
or
and
are
not
they
a
just trying to
one-hand.
destroy?
I would go with the logic of, there's something they don't want us to get to in the sea.
You know what? You know what it strikes me as? It strikes me as a if both are getting attacked at once, taking any forces that there are and splitting them up.
Mm-hmm.
I think also, if I'll be honest,
But this is still like leaving the entire city defenseless.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it could very well be trying to get the forces away from the city. The other thought that comes to mind is they're trying to stop the ports from being able to respond while something goes by. Something moves along the coast. So I'm thinking, what if the entire menagerie is moving by right now? And they use this as a way to just be like, you can't fight back against us, you have to deal with your own people while we pass. Because if the menagerie is like a lot of ships, they would want to do it in a way that they can guarantee they won't be destroyed. Or have to start a fight.
Yeah.
It's another thing about that is if you again like Pearl Harbor, their goal is the destruction of ships in harbor of the Royal Navy. Then those big fire ships could be just quick sailing burst bombs to try to sink the biggest Royal Navy ships they can find. The biggest cluster of Royal Navy ships in each port.
I think Seraphin's just gonna follow Leosthane. Preferably on the roofs, just to keep a vantage point.
Those of you who are running towards the wall, you would see quite a few soldiers beginning to take positions up on the ramparts. With your current status as knights under the king, though, you are allowed to ascend onto the wall.
Right, we're all considered knights. I forgot about that bit.
Surprise, you're knighted.
You would see that there, on several parts on the wall, there are telescopes set up to look out towards the ports.
Eh?
Just eyeballing it, what are we able to see from here?
You'd see numerous points of fire all along the water, and shapes moving by. So what are Charon and Lewis doing?
Check on King and Queen, make sure they're not being assassinated, obviously.
Honestly, fair.
As you run towards the keep, you'd be stopped at the gate.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
they're not knight enough?
Castle's on lockdown to further notice. Please return and shelter in your homes.
You just gonna take that? Are you just gonna take that, or are you going to argue?
The reason you're stopping us, you do know who we are, yes?
Nowhere. But again, Castle is under lockdown due to events.
Yes, and that is why we are here, to make sure the King and Queen stay protected. Obviously, what is going on over there has to be a sort of distraction, so I think the King should
I
have
assure
some of
you,
his knights.
the King and his family are surrounded by the most elite of Mezia. I don't think you're needed. Now please leave.
Charon's eyes are going to go a little bit of a nice different color.
His soul's normal.
Listen, I understand that you're trying to do your job, but we are also trying to do our job and protect the crown. And as somebody...
I'm under strict orders, no one in, no one out. Now, are you going to be a good citizen and leave, or do I have to get physical?
Well, we're not technically just a citizen, but it's fine. We'll leave.
Yes, we're technically knights, and on top of that, I don't...
Yeah.
And Lewis Charon kind of just starts to walk away out of eyesight, and just...
Lewis just kind of turns back and goes, "Have a good day, night, whatever."
It's not a good one, because obviously... I don't trust them. They are very incompetent.
Oh, no, yeah. We could probably sneak in if we wanted to.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Probably.
Though I will say that if we are trying to protect, then it's probably not best to break in to do so.
Especially when we are not properly trained. So I feel as though...
Also, now that I think about it, if they were planning this so well as to blow up both of those places to get people, they're probably already in the castle.
Yes, that is another thing that I'm being informed is a possibility by the assassin in my head. Well, weapon, etc., etc.
Oh, right, your ghosts.
Yes, the ghosts.
Uh-huh.
You it would reach the stockade without any difficulty whatsoever. And looking out and taking account, there's about a platoon of soldiers gathered outside the gate.
Okay.
At that moment, actually, you can see a cart coming up the road. The image of what's in that cart is something out of a horror film. Bodies twisted, civilians covered in bandages, some missing limbs. It's basically a cart full of very wounded individuals. And it's ushered through the gate, and the smell of blood and just the sounds of people in pain is what can be heard as it passes you by.
As soon as it starts getting closer, I do re-up on the quickening, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on all those souls that pass by and the emotional state to make sure there's not any sort of sneaks.
It's a mixture of things that you'd expect. Some of the souls of the more wounded are very dim, as if they're about to go out. It's what you would expect, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Opportunities.
I will never understand your soul vision.
Oh, like this. If that is all that is coming from here, should we head to the west gate next, or?
Yeah, probably.
I do feel bad for those people, but the queen has her plans for those ones.
You guys head to the west gate and find it similarly guarded, and otherwise uneventful.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Gates checked.
That makes no sense then. What would they be going for?
I mean, we could be just overthinking this.
We could. At the same time...
Probably better to overthink it than underthink it, though.
Exactly. That is what the others would say. And, I mean...
We have proof that we're knights, right?
I mean, they all saw us.
Yeah, so, like... Sure, we can't go in, but, I mean, they probably won't say no to another patrol.
Exactly.
Walking the wall, going here and there and everywhere, it's probably been about an hour or two.
Okay.
Let's just guard the castle.
Yeah, look, if anything does happen at the castle, we'll be here.
Wall gang.
Wall gang. Wall
Wall
gang.
gang.
Wall gang.
Well, gang.
Like I said, there are telescopes to look out if you so choose.
I try to look into one, but bump into it with my helmet.
I'll look through one.
Could you make a perception check for me?
I sure fucking can.
As you can see, the entire port is in flames. There are about 30 ships flying Mezian colors that are either shattered beyond repair or burning. And then there is a flotilla of vessels going by. They're not directly engaging the port, but they are firing pot shots at the port, flying unknown colors, which you can make an intelligence check. Although their numbers are staggering. You see about, all in all, if you continue to watch as they pass, about 50 ships in total.
And this is just at one port, as they kind of pass one port.
Yes.
I do not like these numbers.
So, that's why they call themselves a menagerie. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does not seem like a simple pirate gang. That seems like a coalition.
You see maybe about 15 or so schooners, maybe about 10 frigates. Most notably, though, you do notice 5 battleships. Very, very large
also flying
vessels.
Pirate colors?
They are. And all of them seem to be sailing north.
Do we know what is north of here?
North
Other
of
than the other
here.
port?
The other port. Another kingdom. Lots of ocean. Mountains.
We're
Mountains.
headed north. There's 50 ships I can see.
Didn't we just hear that there was an assassination on the king or queen of Senium?
On the Queen of Sina, yes, there was an attempted assassination.
Their capital city is Cecilia, I'd imagine?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yep.
that they're just going to continue hitting every port from here all the way up north?
That's
Their
kind
goal
of
is
what it seems like.
Cecilia.
And they're eventually gonna find their way to the good old Kingdom of Senia. Because it seems like, while subtlety didn't work for them, brute force just might.
They probably just took out one of the larger navies in the area that could go to reinforce or disrupt them.
Wait, why would the pirates want with the Kingdom of Senia? That doesn't make any sense.
They want a war.
Why would the pirates want a war?
Power.
Easy. Trade. Wars mean you have to pay for them somehow. And the pirates are gonna raid those trade convoys, food convoys, payment convoys.
Also, if they blow up all the ships, they're the ones that get to police the seas.
Meaning any ship that does successfully pass does so on their leisure and by their tolls.
Even if it is an impressive fleet that they have, why risk challenging two united kingdoms? They'd be destroyed, wiped off the map outright. Why such an obvious and blunt challenge, is what I'm wondering.
Because they're not alone.
As far as I can tell, they've got backup.
They have 5 battleships. That I can
Backup.
see.
With many heads.
I don't think they're the only thing backing them up.
I think we should be worried about what's on land at this point. An assassin got to Cecilia. There's most likely more than just one guy hiding out in the forests.
That's not what I mean.
What do you mean?
Herodia's been making overt moves against every single one of their neighbors. I wouldn't put it past them to make a play, a bribe to a pirate coalition.
But Erodia is landlocked. They wouldn't have been able to provide them with battleships.
Oh no. They just
they would have
provided
been
them
able
with the funds.
I feel like the
Or
battleships probably came
materials.
from across seas.
It's across the sea from here.
Another continent?
What would another continent want to do with us?
Who knows, but if...
But if the pirates are paying, they don't really have to care.
They get the loot, they get paid to take the loot, and all they have to do is distract, and the Herodian army will crush what's left of Mezia's. Especially if Senia and the other kingdoms nearby can't come to its aid. Herodia gets rid of its largest competitor in a single snap. In a quick, short, decisive campaign. Heck, they might even be ceding territory to the pirates. If I remember right, Senia's mostly got a river cutting it off from the rest of the kingdom.
Very nice division if you want to bribe someone.
Especially if you've already got a lot of ships to patrol that river. An entire city, capital of a kingdom's worth of slaves to capture and enslave and sell at a different continent.
So they need to be stopped.
They need to be stopped. But we're not. We won't beat ships at sea to Cilia, and we won't be able to stop an entire fleet of pirates. And that's only assuming that I'm right about Erodia.
Our people are out here somewhere. Maybe we could get their help.
Oh, pirates operate. I don't know. Ships operate. I don't know how to get there faster.
Faster way would be magic.
Yeah, I'd like to say that this is a, Suddenly we don't really have many options.
Do we know anyone who has a strong magic link? Perhaps a magical trade route to Cecilia?
The butler would, but he's all the way back in Pine's Rest.
None of us
And
have
he's
magic
leaving
strong
for the
enough to
Scar within like 5-6 hours of now.
No chance of getting a hold of him anytime soon.
We're 3 days away.
Okay. I can go back and talk to Grandma. She might know.
She might have a way.
Anyone's
Your
gonna know
grandma's
it'll
still
be her. Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
Thank you,
Obviously,
buddies.
up in Stormhaven, they have treatments that will make you live forever.
Not a thing.
Or so I've heard. It's only rumor.
If the cold doesn't kill you.
You would notice shadows passing overhead, and as you look up, you would see 3 Mezian skyships heading towards the port.
Now that's a smart idea.
Oh,
If
man, I
magical
always forget
superiority
Mezia has an
won't
Air
work,
Force.
Aerial will certainly do the trick. I feel like from that high up, you could just drop a big brick on the ship to sink it.
Viractik, with your military knowledge, you would recognize them as cruisers.
Alright, little lady.
Jed's gonna put a hand on Aster's shoulder.
These menagerie have suddenly become out of the realm of handling for just a measly 6 folk like us.
I thought there were 7 of us.
Whatever.
I thought there were 8 if we counted Chlorine.
I don't.
What about your grandma?
She's not with us. Anyway, I'm not...
Oh, my condolences. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you for taking the setup. Let's go.
What I'm trying to say... Let's let the Mezian army deal with the pirate army. Let's go see what our small task force can do elsewhere. Pirates aren't really our problem anymore.
No, I really wanted to kill some pirate scum.
Me
I've never been
too.
out to sea. It would have been fun.
Probably could have caught up with some of the old guys just before I killed them.
Kind of
Anyway.
did too. I didn't. This is like a full-scale war. I didn't expect it to get this close so quickly.
You want to go back?
I don't know.
I don't think anyone would fault you too bad if you ran home to Stormhaven.
But-
Keep you out of the war for a few years, probably.
I don't think keeping out of the war is... Running away isn't the right choice. But dying stupidly isn't the right choice either.
Well, we're not going to let you die stupidly.
Thank you.
If anyone's going to die stupidly, it's Jed.
Hey.
Mm.
Just because I was thinking about running directly down to the port does not mean...
I believe that it is likely that in the next coming days we will be given an ultimatum by the pirate captain, at which point I will return a letter challenging directly to one-on-one combat.
Leosthane, you're so smart!
No!
If we just challenge him in a fair fight, we could win this!
Pirates do not fight fair.
Literally rule 1 of pirates.
Literally the rule of piratism.
Okay, but like, what if the pirate captain's like honorable?
No.
Maybe he's like Shiwanese.
You see Viractik here.
Oh, there's 7 swords nearby.
He's busting a gun in half.
Hello,
Are we the 7 swords?
No, wait, I think I hear a voice. What was that?
Hello?
Oh, hello down there.
Oh, Sir Leosthane?
Who is this that I'm speaking to? I cannot quite make you out in the half-light.
I'm nobody, just King's messenger. Your band's presence is being requested.
Very well.
No, the hell are the other 2?
Maybe they've already received a summons.
They might
We'll
be.
be there in a minute.
Charon
Have you
always
already
has-
sent out?
The king
Excuse me.
princess?
Have you already sent out a message to our other compatriots? Lewis and Charon, I believe.
They've been sighted near the castle already.
Very well. We shall make our way directly there
Alright,
then.
let's get going.
As it
Time to be an errand boy for the 3rd time tonight.
As it is willed, it so shall be.
God damn, I just want to
Why
sleep.
does the king want us specifically?
I would say Lewis would hear this in patches. Ironically, the military men, Viractik and Jed, overhear from the guards lost reports, as well as demolition ships loaded full of gunpowder sailed into port under cover of night. RMS Belfast, RMS Pillar of Autumn, RMS in Amber Clad, all lost. RMS Intrepid on fire. From what you can guess, about 70% of Mezia's active navy has been destroyed.
Better
Or at
than
least crippled for the
100%.
foreseeable future.
You know what they say, don't put all your eggs in two baskets.
On the brighter side, a smaller fleet can be swifter and more covert.
I don't think there's a bright side to this.
And as you guys are ushered in to the King's Hall,
Oh, yeah, seeing the other group like coming in, Carl just kind of gives a small eye. Just, oh, hello there.
Aster does not smile. She does meet your eyes with just a little nod.
you see the King looks fucking haggard. Like, he is not having a good day.
It's been a hasn't it?
Did Sir Viractik, help me out here, Taliyah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he say anything about the attempted assassination of the Queen?
No, he has not mentioned that because he literally just got back to you guys.
Okay.
Actually, it would probably have been. It's been like 2 hours since the explosion.
Yes.
That's enough time for him to have mentioned it. Definitely.
Alright.
Okay.
He wouldn't just hide it. I was just thinking, oh yeah, it's been kind of hectic. No, it's been 2 hours. He would have said it.
So you take a detachment and look for any survivors among the wreckage. What are you doing here? Move! God damn it. Sir Leosthane Company. Sorry to call you all back so soon.
Times are
It's
dire.
understandable.
Apology accepted.
As you probably have noticed, our enemy has made a move far sooner than I anticipated.
Aster sees how everyone's standing and then just dunk, 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 stands at like a relative attention-looking spot.
This is all of you, yes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
7 stars indeed. The only... It doesn't matter.
Maybe we'll go with challenge accepted instead. I don't know.
Well, my liege, do you wish for us to join the rest of your guard in assisting the wounded at the ports? Or do you have other matters to discuss with us?
I already have a company picking through the wreckage. That will be fine, but the matter is... No longer is it a matter of investigating these pirates. It is now a matter of war. I've just received this morning, and he tosses a brass cylinder to you.
Oh.
Interesting, we'll catch it.
As you open, it's a message tube, and you open it up. A scroll bearing the Erodian signature is what you find inside. Essentially, a declaration of war.
Mm-hmm.
So Erodia have made alliances with the Menagerie.
So it would seem. The way I understand it, casualties are high.
So it is officially a time of war.
Officially, yes.
Kingdom of Mezia. I see.
This is where I must ask for your help. In the most dire of senses. Mezia cannot stand alone. We no longer have the capability of doing so. I would ask if you could send a letter to your superiors in Carbonia asking for the help of their navy.
If we can manage to find a way that a message is delivered safely, then it shall be.
And another matter. There's 2 objectives to this. First, I would ask you to head north to Senia to request aid from the Queen, as well as... He, looks around at the guard and... Leave us! And they begin to file out.
What exactly are our relations with the Kingdom of Senia?
Relations with Senia are very good. Of all the neighboring nations, they are a true ally.
Have they been adequately warned about the attacks? Last we saw, the Menagerie fleet was heading north.
A message has been sent, but no telling when it will arrive.
With all due respect, Your Majesty, I would like to put on the table the offer of yourself and the Lady Queen temporarily forming a defensive retreat.
What do you mean? Abandoning the capital?
Yes. I believe with the current situation, you two especially are unsafe. Whether it be with the Senian royals, or further in the stronghold of Stormhaven. With the current threats on the region, and all of its royals. I believe that an extra amount of effort should be put forth to keep you two safe.
Perhaps I shall send my family north, but I will remain.
Understandable.
I will not abandon Mezia. Mezia has stood for 500 years, and I will not see it fall by abandoning it. If Arodia wants the capital, they will have to pay the iron price.
So you are prepared for an outright siege, in that case?
If we must. Hence the urgency of requesting aid. We'll try to hold them at the border as much as possible. Already the 1st and 2nd Air Fleets are on their way. And there is a top secret matter. In conjunction with the Senian Royal Navy, we've been working on a top secret project. A armored ship, clad in steel.
How could you get such a thing to float? Well, I could probably guess it has something to do with magic.
No magic needed. It floats completely on its own.
Made of metal.
More people than me.
I usually just sink when I go into water.
More naval timber plated in steel.
Oh,
and this is meant to render it unsinkable, then?
Damn near close. At least that's the hope.
If it's still made of timber, it can still burn.
With our main shipyards currently in flames, it is essential that we ensure that its berth is not damaged.
You would need a secretive place to complete its construction, then?
Yes. At the base of the mountains in Senia, along the river. I would ask you to head north, across the border, through the Mistwood.
Given how depleted the fleet has become, such a vessel would be enough to entirely turn the tides.
Exactly. Along with help from the Carbonian Navy, and what is left of our forces in Senias, perhaps a defense can be mounted.
Well.
On another matter, you could go to Vrotha. Vrotha and Arodia have been very friendly, which is concerning considering Vrotha is has a very advanced military. If their forces were to join Arodia, it'd be a losing battle.
And if the pirates find that ship and finish it, then we can kiss taking the seas back goodbye.
Precisely. If that ship is lost or captured, all is lost.
Damned if we do, damned if we don't. Why do I always end up in these situations?
Her designation is MCS Sylvana.
Okay, but what's her name?
Oh my god.
I slap Charon on the back of the head without moving from my position.
Crazy bugbear
Stupid ass reach.
With my creepily long bugbear arms.
Dude, he got arms like an orangutan.
True! Kyle just kind of like looks back and just, what the hell? That was a valid question.
I, for one, am not only eager to assist the kingdom in this conflict, but I would also like to see this boat for myself. Sounds like quite the wondrous invention.
He is a fierce beauty, a true dreadnought. I would ask you to pass through the town of St. Argo on your way north and inform the paladin orders of what has happened and carry my orders to send reinforcements here and to the border.
Well, my liege, rest assured that if we are not able to complete this quest, and that the Sylvia is at risk of being captured, we will install a very convenient weakness, and then inform you of such.
How would... You know what?
Such as an exhaust port that leads directly to the engine, or the like.
Precisely.
I don't mean to be grim, but the reality of the situation is this. If Sylvana is captured, we'll all be dead inside of a week.
If Sylvana doesn't move, you'll be just as dead. No use having a good weapon if you don't use it.
Hence why I'm sending you to retrieve it.
We'll do our best.
Is this an agreement then? Challenge accepted, 7 swords?
Aster, bowing at this point, looks kind of up, just like, yes, sir, Majesty.
Seven swords. I came up with that because I liked alliteration. We like 2 people use swords.
I use the sword occasionally, I believe.
If I handed you a sword, would you know how to use it?
Unless we change the definition of sword to include this, holds up umbrella, then
Aster points
Bigger
at Seraphin.
propensity to-
And like, their fists.
Considering our propensity to take on duels and challenges, I think challenge accepted would work better.
This doesn't matter right now.
Looks at the kid.
yeah, that's true. This probably isn't the time.
Name for the annals of history. Challenge accepted.
Okay, so we got his input.
Oh, he likes it. Yeah, maybe it's good.
I mean, we've accepted every challenge that's been put in our way so far.
Heroes don't back down from a challenge.
If Menagerie was not already taken, I would say the Menagerie of Fools, but
That'd be a good
It's
one.
bad taste right now.
Yeah, right now, no.
Very
I
bad taste.
wasn't aware that there was a child among your number.
She's a knight!
About half of in training. She does like a little salute. Aster Cotswain at your
He's
service,
his
sir.
apprentice.
Aster, come forth.
She looks at Jed, and Jed just shakes his head, and then just gives her a little pat on the back and pushes her forward.
Leosthane gorilla thumbs up.
Come
Yeah.
forward. Aster, your name is, yes?
Yes, sir. Aster Cotswain.
Do you have the strength of heart to face this threat?
Of course.
Knight in training, was it?
Man-at-arms to Sir Jed Vardock. Royal attendant of Princess Leosthane of Stormhaven.
Royal Guard. I can think of no greater honor to honor your willingness to risk yourself in this than to name you Sir Aster, a Knight of the Realm.
Did he just make her? You know what? I'm not gonna question. You know what? He's the one who rules the kingdom. He knows what he's doing.
Leosthane picks up Aster like a stiff board.
She's staring, eyes sparkling. There is absolutely no movement, no response. Dial-up tone on the other side.
Charon, you had noticed this?
Hmm?
Right before he makes this decision, there's a flash from his soul. A flash you know. A flash of when someone uses their inherent abilities.
Oh.
Get once per date.
just kind of stares at the king, like with this.
This king's up to some bullshit.
This is not a decision I make lightly. I understand the implications of knighting a child, but I can tell when someone has a great destiny about them. I can tell someone's strength from a glance. And Aster, there is much strength to you. And I would ask of you to use that in defense of Mezia. Will you answer the call?
I didn't. Not vigorously.
Very well.
Thank you, sir. I will do my best.
Do not thank me yet. Thank me once the war is over.
Yes, we will be doing our best to end this war as swiftly and bloodlessly as we possibly can.
Looks back at Viractik, Seraphin, Jed, Charon,
Seraphin's not bloodthirsty.
Lewis.
Lewis is a bloodthirsty monster. We all know it. That man can kill in a heartbeat.
I really much enjoy less bloodshed, but that is only if the other side is willing, yes?
Well, I mean, technically, least amount of bloodshed possible doesn't mean going out of our way to not do anything. It means, like, long
And
run.
you guys hear a clunk Aster fall.
Is she alright?
You know the thing where
She
you know
does
the
that.
thing where you like lock your knees too hard when you're not paying attention and you faint? Yeah, she did that.
Dear.
She'll be
Dear,
alright.
dear.
Should be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. She does that.
Oh,
Let me see her. What are you thinking, sending a child to war? You know, like, that doesn't matter. It's still a child. Here, there's gonna be a spark of energy from the Queen's fingers. You don't feel so faint. No, come here. I need to deal with you now. And she grabs the king by his ear, starts dragging him out.
Ooh,
you can
been there before.
You can tell what this dynamic is.
Good luck, bud.
like as soon as they're through the door, Cara just kind of like looks around and just like, oh,
God, help me! What the hell are you thinking, sending a child to war? What? Are you absolutely lost your goddamn mind?
As this like echoes in the background, Aster's
Leosthane
eyes
covers
sparkle
over
like
Aster's
wide
ears.
smile.
Leosthane covers over Aster's ears and goes
Oh,
start
don't
moving
worry,
towards the
she
door.
doesn't hear it.
as Lewis just kind of like steps over here, watches like Aster be brought by Leosthane or whatever, and then after a moment just goes like, well, all things considered, that went better than I thought it would.
Karen kind of looks around. But at least I don't have to tell them about the assassin in the room.
Yeah.
Yours or...
Oh yeah, what the heck? You can come back now.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Am I
Yeah, he's
allowed
talking
to
to
be a
one of
knight
his,
for another
one of
king
his
while
guys.
also being the sworn sword of a princess from a different kingdom? Is that allowed? Am I like an illegal knight?
Okay, you're overthinking it, kid.
Let's go do logistics. Aster's gonna be having this, epiphany. That's not the right word. For the next, like,
But
5 hours.
Did
Let's
I
go.
earn this? Did I deserve it? Or is he just saying this? Am I a knight or am I not a knight to the knighthood of a Stormhaven? Is that a different knight? Are knights different?
I'm not sleeping in the room next to hers.
Well, Aster, there are different ways that you can be sworn into knighthood, which I can go over the basic, give you the rundown on all of it tonight if you so desire to learn the differences between swearing an oath, being knighted by a crown.
I would very much like to learn the difference, Sir Leosthane.
Entrance we came in, the one that, you know, the guy was like, oh, you guys can't come in, right? Whenever we go back out, if those guards are still
Just gonna
there,
smirk at him.
They are still there.
Charon will stop, reach into his pouch, pull out 2 electrum pieces, and toss them one to each other. He's like, keep up the good work, boys.
You fucking asshole.
You notice their hands tightened on their weapons, but they just kind of grit their teeth.
Once we're a ways away, Lewis is just gonna put an arm around Charon and go, you know what? I'm warming up.
At some point along the hallway, Aster's just gonna scream to the heavens, I'm a knight!